So welcome back from spring break. I hope you enjoyed it. But today I have something really important to discuss with you guys. I'm really thankful to Dr. Hamid for giving me this opportunity to present in front of you. The topic today that I'll be talking about will be generative AI and businesses. So we can't keep going around every other company because we have limited time over here. So one of the prime focus of today's presentation will be AWS, but I'll be talking about in the general context as well, about business as well, because more importantly, we are talking about how generative AI has become an attractive investment industry for a lot of companies these days to invest into. What is generative AI? The thing is, the key is today, I want to make it an interactive session. So I want everybody with me on this one. So tell me what you understand by generative AI in just one sentence. If I can ask any one of you who wants to raise their hand and speak one sentence about generative AI. What do you understand? A basic concept, no technical definition. No technical definition, just a common sentence. Yeah.
So I feel that generative AI is basically using the power, using the potential of artificial intelligence to generate what do we say, like text-based responses, or like generate images or videos.
You're right. You're right. That was a good definition, by the way. AWS says the same thing, that it generates conversations, stories, images, videos, music, and art, and learning languages, etc., and reuses what it knows to solve new problems. But how? That's the main question. But how? In order to solve that question, we have this definition by Adam Zewi at MIT, who says that generative AI is a machine learning model that is trained to create new data based on the data that you train it on. It will give you something new but related to what you're training it on, but only what you're training it on. The answer can be accurate. The answer cannot be accurate. It can be good or it can be bad, but the thing is, you have to understand that generative AI is not sentient. It's not human. It cannot make decisions the way human beings can do. The way I say it, because the thing is, if you train it to do a certain action, it will do it. Even if it doesn't know it doesn't have the capability of understanding whether or not it's right or wrong, but it will still do it. Like, for example, I think I'll give you a clear example over here to understand. Let's say if you're using ChatGPT and if you give it a piece of code and you ask it to refine it, or you ask it to write a piece of code, it might not give you a straight answer in one or two responses. It will take you a couple of responses and you'll get frustrated and angry. The thing is, generative AI is just like that. It's not going to give you a straight answer because it's not sentient. It's just trained to perform a specific action. Moving on, the tech stack used in generative AI. Now, I would like to talk about this, in as less as possible because we have to move forward. And if you're able to see over here, for machine learning operations, we have Google, Spark, AWS, Microsoft, and many other applications. And then we have cloud platforms, hardware. But the main thing over here that powers an AI and makes it do the action that you're asking it to do to give you the response that you require is the artificial intelligence model, which is prepared by a proprietary, by a company which has a licensed proprietary, language model, or the language model can be an open source model, and there could be a model hub as well. I think at this point, a lot of us might understand and might already have the idea about what a proprietary software and what an open source software is. An open source software is the one where you just work for free. Anybody can contribute on it. Anybody can, join, the GitHub page or anything, and just contribute your code over there just to improve that specific software that you're working on. But when it comes to a proprietary software, it's a licensed software where you have a team of engineers, a team of customer service executives, a team of people behind who keep on refining it and keep on improving the way it works. So in a way, I think a proprietary version of a language model would be way more efficient and trustable when compared to open source. Although I do say that both of these types of language models are not 100% efficient in today's world because they're not sentient, but proprietary ones can be trusted more than open source ones because anybody contributes to it and they're not paid for it, and the code is not verified a lot of times. So the code could be good, the code could be bad, anything can be possible about it. Moving forward, when we are talking about the market share of leading companies, I think you're able to see it over here that there are three different types of companies in this industry. There are the data center GPUs, there are foundational models and model management platform companies, and then there's generative AI services. If you're able to look at the data center GPUs, you can see that NVIDIA has a 92% share. The reason why it is because NVIDIA keeps on innovating, and you need a strong GPU in a data center to be able to power those artificial intelligence applications and to be able to process your prompts and give you the answers that you are looking for. And for that, you need a foundational model and model management platform to manage all those language models. And then there's generative AI services. Now, these are the companies who use the language models to create applications and integrate bots that they are creating using these applications to improve their services. Now, a lot of you might be having a lot of questions about this. I think most of you might be having questions about this, like why is OpenAI 9%, or why is Microsoft 9%, OpenAI is more famous, blah blah blah, and then you are having the questions like, do these companies create their own artificial intelligence bot, or do they use these people, and all these questions. I know you will have a lot of these questions. I'll answer those questions in a step-by-step manner. The first question is that, let's say if you are Accenture's lawyer, and you want to create an artificial intelligence bot. Now you will have to invest a lot in tech. You will have to invest a lot in research and development, and therefore it will take a lot of time for you to be able to come up with a solution. And then you will have to compete with your competitors in the market. Let's say, for example, if you're competing in a niche-based market, like for example, if you're in the accounting industry, in the Big Four, you will have to have a strong bot that can perform the work. But the thing is, if you're not able to compete properly, if you don't have a strong language model, then the whole thing will not be useful at all. Which is the reason why language model companies come into the picture, where you can license some of the language models that these people are offering, and then integrate that language model into your applications to create smooth and efficient bots. And then also, this is linked to this as well. Now, why is this linked to this? I'm gonna explain it a better way. I think a lot of people might know that Microsoft has Azure. It has a cloud-based platform Azure, and then AWS has Redshift, EC2, and and a lot of these servers and cloud platforms that they offer, and a lot of web services that they offer. We would say Google also has a lot of these that they're working on. Google also has Firebase. So what I'm trying to say is that if you are trying to integrate an artificial intelligence, a technology into your applications, and you're trying to build a bot, you would require a strong GPU, you would require a strong working model, and it requires a lot of space, time, and cost, and everything will take a lot of time. So the thing is, in order to control all of that, AWS already has their data centers and everything, and they have their own GPUs and everything, and a lot of their companies might use NVIDIA GPUs, etc. And they have created a model management platform where they have a lot of these models, language models, that they provide these data services companies to use to create and train their own artificial intelligence bots and models that they use. Moving forward, now we are getting more into the topic, and here I think this will clarify a lot of your questions, but I think I missed a point before this. I missed to explain why OpenAI is 9% and this is 9%. If you remember 2-3 years back when OpenAI was launched, a lot of people were saying that OpenAI is going to overtake everything, but it's a startup. And if you see, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon are established companies. They make their money from different functions, different things that they do in the tech industry and beyond the tech industry as well. So they already have the resources and everything, but OpenAI doesn't. OpenAI is just focused on one specific industry, that's to improve generative AI. Now, if you're talking more and more in depth about it, we do understand that if OpenAI wouldn't have partnered with Microsoft and wouldn't have accepted Microsoft's deal, in the coming future, it wouldn't have been too hard for Microsoft and AWS to come up with their own language model. They would have created something better than OpenAI. Who knows? But it would have taken them time. It would have taken them time, but in that time they could have overtaken OpenAI, and without a sizable investment in OpenAI wouldn't have been able to sustain itself in the longer run, given all the controversies the company is involved in, if you are able to keep up with tech news. So this is the reason why they partner with Microsoft, and now Microsoft uses OpenAI's resources to improve their Azure services and improve their own language models as well, and provide better services. And since they are involved in the service-based industry, providing their services to different businesses is making them more money. The same is with AWS and its own clients who offer generative AI language models, and even their own language model as well. So in a way, in the future, there may come a time that Microsoft will not need OpenAI to power their applications. But there will definitely be a time when OpenAI would need Microsoft's money that they got right now to continue to expand and innovate and pay their workers to create something new that can keep the money flowing, and keep them relevant in the industry. Moving forward, we are going to be talking about AWS B2B generative AI business strategy. AWS key generative AI product is Amazon Bedrock. Now, let's imagine that you are a foundational model company. You have your own language model. I'm so sorry, you were holding for a long time. I'm sorry, you too. You might be holding for a little more time. So actually, let's say if you're a language model company and you are creating a language model that you want to sell to a lot of businesses. And but the thing is, like, in this market, everybody's creating their own language model. And it's obvious that a lot of people would go for a language model which is reputed from a reputed organization, and therefore you may not be able to make more money. Even the reputed organizations will have to compete with those at the bottom as well, who have just started out as well, and the market will diversify a lot. You will not be able to make more money. A lot of times, companies will hesitate to invest in different artificial intelligence models, LLM models, language models, because it will cost them a lot of money. Bedrock simplifies all of that. Amazon came up with a solution by partnering with all these companies and their language models, including their own language model, which is offered in the form of their Amazon Bedrock service, which is quite easy to integrate in your web applications. If you're an app developer and if you want to build an AI bot for your organization, you want to train it, you want to do all these things, then you can easily use Amazon Bedrock to integrate it. It's smooth and efficient. You don't have to use a server. You don't have to have to invest a lot of money. So you will get customer service and everything that you need, and also smoothness and seamless integration. And also, the pricing is cheap, which is an added advantage. Let's say, just like I said, if you are buying it from different providers, you will be paying a lot of money. Then you're buying it as a bundle from Bedrock. You will have access to multiple LLM models that you will have to integrate. For example, you might need stability, like stable diffusion for images, and you might need a llama 3 for conversations. And if you want to build a bot that does both, we'll have to integrate both of these models, and you have to use the best of them to their ability. It'll make the process more efficient and easier for you if you are using Amazon Bedrock. So that's a good strategy that they came up with. Over 174 AI models as of December 2024 in Amazon Bedrock have been integrated into their system that they're offering to their customers, and it makes it more easier. Moving forward, if I want to talk about a specific case study, it's tax season. I'm sure a lot of people will have to file taxes. A lot of people are frustrated how to do their taxes. A lot of people don't even know. So it's obvious that you want to do the best, and like at times, tax companies want to make more money as well. The thing is, not a lot of people want to pay a lot of money to tax companies. And if tax companies have to hire a lot of accountants, a lot of phone agents to do their work, it will cost them a lot of money, and over time they'll not be making more profit that they desire. So, in order to simplify all of this, what they can do is they can use an artificial intelligence bot that is trained to do people's taxes, or give them a rough estimate about the taxes, or an accurate estimate about the taxes based on the training that you give it. And that's what they're doing. That's what Intuit is doing for their TurboTax platform by partnering with Amazon Bedrock to use Anthropic's Claude that they are integrating into their application and their website to help a lot of people. This way, they'll be saving a lot of costs. They'll be saving a lot of time, and they'll be improving their operational efficiency. As you can see, this is how it's linked. You are just using the API. You're not actually storing the whole thing on your own servers or anything. You're just using Amazon Bedrock, which is storing the whole thing. You're just using the API calls, we call it, and just access the whole thing to build your bot and power your bot. There's a side-by-side comparison. This is a vanilla Anthropic Claude bot, which is inside the Amazon Bedrock interface. And this is Claude after it has been trained and integrated inside into its TurboTax. I think you can see the difference over here. This is the vanilla version without any training, which is inside Amazon's Bedrock. And this is after integration when you are actually using the API to integrate it with your applications. This is how it is. And as you can see over here as well, it's giving you a complete estimate about your whole thing, about the whole finances that you need. Moving forward, AWS Generative AI stack and product offerings are huge. Like, it's not just Bedrock that they're working with. They have Amazon Q Business, Amazon Q Developer, QuickSight, Amazon Q Connect, and AWS Supply Chain Q is an Amazon artificial intelligence chatbot that they're offering if you need a ready-made chatbot. Then there's Amazon Bedrock, as you know, offering different language models so that you can create your own bots. Then there's Guardrail, Agent Studio customization, and then there's GPUs as well. Just like I said, it's saving you infrastructure costs. So it also is providing you with all that technology as well, so you don't have to worry about all of that. Moving forward, over 241 generative AI solution customers have partnered with Amazon just because of its reputation and because of the solutions that they're offering. So it's obvious that a lot of companies would partner with Amazon if they're offering them a solution for cheap and a lot of options to go with. Moving forward, this is my most favorite topic that I'd like to discuss, is the tactical investment in generative AI startups to grow their brand. This is the most important topic and I'm so enthused to talk about this. Let's say you're starting your own company, and I think I already talked to you about it, that you will have to compete, the market will be tough for you to compete in. Now, let's say you will have to have a lot of resources as well. You have to have money resources, you will have to have mentorship, you'll have to have the best of the best of the best, even scientists as well. And I think what Amazon has done over here is partnered with these 21 startups who know they cannot succeed on their own self by giving them the resources that they need, the money that they need, and everything in exchange for using their services to improve their own product offerings. This way, Amazon will be able to improve their own product offerings. At the same time, these companies will be able to sustain themselves and improve their own product offerings as well. If you have heard about Amazon Alexa, Amazon Polly, all of these services are improved just because of this whole strategic move. This is the best tactical move I can say. And the way I see it, this will help you understand a better way. You can try and do it yourself, but you can't win. So join us, and there you go, take all my money, and they think that they got themselves a good deal that they can move ahead with. And that's what they did. They took the deal and they went ahead with it. And now I say, what is all of this if not a complete strategic effort to dominate, grow, and expand into the artificial intelligence realm? If you are able to connect the dots here, Amazon is trying to expand into the artificial intelligence industry, and they're trying to make their mark known. They wanna be an industry leader at some point. And if you are able to see, the stock sentiment says the same, that people are more and more invested into Amazon and are investing into Amazon. They are more positive about Amazon because of their innovative ideas and technologies that they're working on. If you're able to see the stock of Amazon as well, since 2023, if you're able to see the highest peak, $120 per stock, has gone up to $240 in 2025 as of March 7, 2025. That's double the amount of what they had by the end of 2023, quarter 4. And this is just going to keep on increasing over time. If we are coming back to this, you will be able to see that Amazon is 19% in March 2025, and Microsoft is at 9%. And with the way Amazon and AWS is trying to seize opportunities and improve their tech, it can be possible that over time they might take some of Microsoft's customers or any customers of any of these people on the chart, or any other company as well who's out there. And over time, you never know if OpenAI could increase their market share from 9% to a lot more, or if it can even collapse as well. You never know. But you do know that with the way Amazon is utilizing its resources, its investments, its strategies, and hiring the best among the best who can help Amazon make genius investments and help Amazon in continuing to grow and expand its market share will definitely propel Amazon to new great heights in the future. At this point of time, the person who was recording his camera stopped working, but thankfully he got another person to record the final slide. Anyhow, there was only one slide remaining, which was the conclusion slide, and there was a question and answer session. And here it is. To generate more objects that look like the data it was straight down. It will not give you any new result. It's not sentient, just like I said. Various tech stack and offerings to choose in the market, which have prominent market share and goodwill. So there will be a lot of tech stack offerings and so many options for you to choose. But then you will have to decide which is the most prominent one and which is going to be saving you time, cost, and money to go ahead with. Tech giants like Amazon and Microsoft have capitalized on the emergence of generative AI by acquiring, investing, and licensing AI models and integrating them into their product offerings and creating cost, speed, space, and time-efficient tech solutions for businesses to power up their businesses and improve their profitability, thereby creating a mutually profitable chain that these tech giants are profiting the most in the long run. Just like I said, at some point, these companies will not even need these partnerships. And which is why they're saving a lot of time by improving their tech. And about the companies that they're investing in, however, they might need their investment to sustain themselves in the longer run and innovate and keep on growing in the longer run. That's all I would like to say, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. With this, I
have a question. So,
yeah.
Do you expect new job opportunities in generative AI for business students? If yes, what's your best guess?
I would like to say that for now, I would say that whatever is going on, it's going to keep going on. A lot of jobs might be going away for good, but it will take time gradually, because just like I said, if you are talking about software development industry, and over there, if you want to use AI to improve your code and do all the coding for you and everything, it will require a lot of coding, extensive training, and you'll have to have a stronger model and everything. And these days, you'd have to have scientists, computer scientists and software engineers to improve that. So I think those jobs will be there to stay. But when it comes to other jobs as well, like for example, automation industry, let's say a lot of redundant processes like continuous improvement and all, where people just keep on doing a repetitive task, and automation can improve the task. So those jobs will go on, and there will be more advanced new job opportunities coming in, where you would be utilizing artificial intelligence to simplify and automate processes and work on something more complex over time. Like for example, in supply chain processes, I would like to give an example. If you're working continuous improvement, what you have to do is you have to attach trailers. You have to see if every trailer is going on time, and you have to improve operational efficiency. But the thing is, artificial intelligence can do that for you. You don't have to do all that. You just have to train it to do it. And by cutting down on those jobs, Amazon will be saving a lot of time, money, cost, and everything. But and other companies as well. But the thing is, if they are creating other job opportunities which can add value to the business, that can actually make a significant progress. So if old jobs are going in, new jobs might be coming in into the business field. But in the tech field as well, I think for quite some time now, even if the old jobs are dying out, you will still have to have computer scientists, data engineers in order to improve and work on these models, up until you might have to have advanced roles to progress in the tech industry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
Any more questions?
Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.